Okay, this is second part. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. These are the 5 foolish are they gotten lazy, and they fell asleep, and they say all things continue on as it always was. There's no coming back. But the wise, they know the truth. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. We went through the years. All through the years. We had children. We birthed children. We went to work. And what does the Bible say? There'll be 2 in the field and 2 in the bed. And 1 will be taken. 2 will be on the rooftop. 1 will be taken. There'll be 2 in the house. And 1 will be taken. This is exactly what that means. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. That's exactly what I'm saying. They didn't receive oil. And what it was, they were in churches that they weren't getting meat of the word. The meat of the word. They weren't getting it, and they fell asleep. They forgot to get the oil. They didn't run out and go hunt a place that would feed them the meat of the word. It goes all the way back from the beginning of time. In the beginning, now in John, 1 John, in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. It dwelt with God. The Word did. And in the beginning, God created all things. So you know Yahushua was there. The Elohim. And you guys have slandered these words so bad that we can't even understand what they're pertaining to. I'm not a Zionist. I am not a Kabbalah. I'm just old-fashioned house of prayer. My roots is from the house of prayer. God's house of prayer. We made little churches house of prayer so we could be fed meat. To get the oil in us and keep oil around us. The foolish, they take care of the workplaces and they do that, but they do not fill oil back in them. They got to have the Word of God and get it filled in, because we're in such dire trouble right now to get the Word out and tell you people the truth. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. We're building the kingdom of heaven. We're building it on the truth of the Word. And the truth is, part of it's hid away in the Vatican. Part is hid away in other books. That's why I had to go to other books to find where the Word was. They tarried, they slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him. People, you got to start waking up. You got to wake up into reality, because we got another Antichrist coming. It's coming over to Israel. Now in the Bible talks about the serpent seed in Genesis. It talks about the Nephilim in the book of Numbers. I think it's the 13th chapter. And we got Revelations, and we got the book of Daniel. And when you start putting all these books together, and the old books that they hid, and some of the YouTube people are putting it out, they're trying to get you to think and wake up and hear that knock that's coming. Knock, knock, knock. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. And please remember, people, Jesus is not a word. Yeshua is. He's the true gospel. Yeshua is. He's Yahushua in glory. He was raised from the dead, from the God power that was in him. St. John, it was Elijah had come, Elias, or they got different names in different Bibles. John the Baptist, when he baptized Jesus, Yeshua, and you call him Jesus. Yeshua went up after the baptism, and water came down on him. He was baptized from above. Yeshua is the one that died. And at midnight the cry, okay, Behold, the bridegroom cometh. And then all those virgins rose and trimmed their lamps. And the 5 foolish said unto the wise, Give us of the oil. In other words, time's running out, and we can't get no more oil. Time is running out, people. Time is running out for giving of the oil and the meat. We're marching through time every day. The days are shortened for the elect's sake. Well, I told you there's coming a time when, is there going to be any flesh left on the earth that's true flesh, or not mixed with Nephilim, or not mixed with serpent seed? We still got the skin on us. Are there going to be any true humans left? And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came. And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage. And the door was shut. That's the ark. The door was shut. When that door shuts, it's was like 7 days later that it lifted. When the floods came, and took them all away. Is the volcanoes gonna blow one time all over the earth, and fire and water and flood? We're in the days of Noah. It could be in the days of fire. It could be in the days of water. We know just yesterday that a town was destroyed on the West Coast. I never got no number how many people died. They didn't say that. And afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. And I know that roll call is being called in heaven right now. The roll call. The king, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man. We know he's traveling to a far country, who called to his own servants. Watch therefore, for ye know not what are. So we'll go down. He called to his own servants, and delivered unto them his goods. Now we know the talents. We know they were given out. But the one man, he took his talent and hid it in the earth. And when the master came back, he wanted his talents back and how much they could gain. And the one servant, he took and hid his because he knew that the master was known to go to like the inner cities and get his wheat out. He sowed where he didn't think. I know that you get angry if we don't do it, but so I hid mine in the ground. The one said, I have gained, this is chapter 20, verse 20. And so that he that had received 5 talents came and brought other talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 more talents. So he had 10. And the other one had 2. And the other one only had 1 talent, and he hid it. He only had 1 to use. That was what God gave him. He had 1 to use. And he hid it. He hid that talent. Let's see what happens to this man that had one talent. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew that thou knew thee, that thou art an hard man. He demands it of us. He demands us to give meat. Reaping where thou didst not sow, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. Yeah. The Lord wants us to uncover every rock. Go into every building and give the food out, the meat of the word. People all over the United States, they're not doing it. There's pockets. There's just a few pockets. I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I had not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Then take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. So there's going to be people that's going to hand over their talents for feeding meat of the word, the gospel, the truth. And you preachers that are preaching, we preach prosperity. We want to be rich. You hirelings. The word calls you hirelings that do not put out that word. The meat. You're not really getting anything in return. All you're going to get is what's burned in your hand. Nothing. It's going to go nothing. I know they say, well, we put the books out. Like, it was false books. I gave them away. After Mr. Obama came, that's it. I pitched it. I pitched them. Gave them back to you. Because it was all wrong. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. That's that void that the codesearcher.com is talking about, that void. That there's going to be some cast into the fire, and some's going to go into the outer darkness, where we've been for years casting them out to. We've been casting those spirits out to the outer darkness. And since we didn't have the real name of Yeshua, it was our faith We the people had faith. We the people had faith. We had faith. Into outer darkness, and there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now we read that a while ago. And when the Son of Man shall come in his glory and his holy angels with him. Oh, I'm telling you what. The days are getting more and more evil. After that, getting now this here gnashing of teeth. Oh, here's the judgments. When did you see me hungry? This is the judgment time, the time of the judgment. This is in Matthew 25. Time of the judgment. And you can, Matthew 24, read Matthew 25, and then when you get in the book of Mark, let's go to book of Mark. Whoop. Gotta stop a minute. Now, Mark, the 16th chapter. Starting at the 15th verse. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. And he that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. But he that believeth not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents. And if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. Whose name did it say? No, it didn't say any name. Yeshua's name. You do this now in Yeshua's name. Oh, I had phone calls. Everything hit me all at once. Sorry. This is Mark 13th chapter. We'll start at 32. Verse 32. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, his Son, don't know it neither, Yeshua, Yahushua in heaven. He said, but the Father only. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house, and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Now this is the watch. Watch. We're at this time that he's coming back from his long journey. He's coming back. He was going. one interruption after another. I am so sorry. Another phone call. Wherefore, know ye not when the master of the house cometh at evening or at midnight? So we're watching the watches. We're looking at the day and the nights, and we're watching through the day, and we're watching through the night. Like it's like sleeping with one ear open to hear a command come to us. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at evening or at midnight. Okay, those evening is one watch, midnight's the next watch, or at the cock crowing, the rooster will crow, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. What? Not being about his father's business. God Almighty's business. And we're caught slumbering and sleeping in the hour that you think not. He's coming. Father's house will be coming. All those that's in Father's house is going to be coming. Lest suddenly he find you sleeping. But what I say unto you, he say unto me, Barbara, you gotta watch, Barbara. And I say unto all, watch the watches, because you don't know what hour your Lord doth come. His name is Yeshua. He is the true Son of God that came down. The seed of the beloved. I know he's been hard getting this out, but I love you guys. Keep on praying.